Switch to Chrome to protect.
I'm breaking beans, but there's nobody here but me right now. I don't think. I was going to see if y'all wanted to keep me company. Oh, I see Katie Crafts. Hello, Katie. Just me right now, I think, Katie. Well, I see 7. They're starting to come in. Did y'all see my pile of beans? I've spread them out. They kept falling over. So I'm going to be working on them. Hello, Joanna. And y'all, some of you guys come up here and chat so you can read the chat and I can work, because I'm not going to put the comments over there because my hands are going to be full. So hello, Joanna, and hello, Pamela. Hello, Carol. Hello, Dawn's Quilting Life. And I see Gladys, Jane Martin, Marla. So who's going to be my sidekicks up on the panel? And hello, Sherry. Nobody here to help me. Mr. Terry's not even going to help me. He's over here eating his supper right now. You can probably hear him pecking his dishes. But he'll leave us in a few minutes. Holler hi to him. Did you hear him? He hadn't gotten down to his recliner yet. Hello. Let me see. Let me read these. I see Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Deb. Hello, Carol. Don't leave me up here by myself. We didn't get them all picked tonight. Did you see that little short that I put up? Picked a 5-gallon bucket full. And what have we got? We don't have none of them picked. I'm asking Terry. How far did we go? There's 3 long rows. We picked a half of 1 row. Oh. So we've got a lot more to go. You should have had Sheila help with those. I should have had Sheila pick them. You think Sheila would have helped me pick beans? But we went out there before dark. It was kind of a little bit cooler. There's a tree out there that makes a little bit of shade for a little while. Who else? I would come up, but I'm in jammies. Well, we won't pay no attention. You can just be comfortable. So I don't care if you come up in your jammies. I'm probably going to be here a while if I get all these done tonight. These are supposed to be stringless, Terry. Look at all those strings. They're blue like bush, and they're not supposed to have strings, but I keep having strings on these beans. They're not supposed to.
Tell the seed company.
A what?
Tell the seed company.
Oh, he said tell the seed company. Oh, there's Joanna. Oh, he said tell the seed company. Hi.
Hello. See, I didn't leave you abandoned. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong one going here. Oh, hang on. I put the volume down on the wrong one, and I was echoing myself.
And I see Marie. Hello, Marie.
Hello. Hello, Marla. How are you tonight? Hello, Denise. Oh, Denise says hello to Mr. Terry.
Oh, he's over there. Yeah. He's going to leave us as soon as he finishes his supper. And he didn't get much supper, but at least he ain't going to starve. Joanna's going to read, and I'm going to watch what I'm doing. If I don't pay attention, I'll be throwing the wrong part in the wrong pile.
And then you'll be picking out the good.
I know. I did that a minute ago. I've got a little pan here I'm putting the tails in, and then I've got this big plastic bag that I'm trying to keep open enough that I'm just putting them right in there, and then I'll stick them in the refrigerator when I get done, when I go to bed, when I get done, whichever it is.
It's good to see you too, Marla. Thank you. Denise says hello. Hi, Miss Rita. And guess who Nancy says, how is Mr. Terry doing with his hip?
His hip is no good, but he ain't going to do anything about it. Your hip?
You go sit down.
He's going to go sit down. But it still hurts even when you're sitting.
Yeah, my brother-in-law had that problem, and he futzed with it for 2 years, and I made him see an ortho, and it turned out it was his back. Wasn't anything wrong with his hip, but it looked, he was limping, and it looked like he had a major hip problem, and it was all his back. Got him on some meloxicam once a day, and he stopped limping and shuffling so much and felt so much better.
Well.
But I was surprised because I really thought he had an arthritic hip or bone on bone or something, the way he would grunt getting in and out of the car and stuff, but it was his back.
But he complains with his hurting a lot of pain all the time.
Yeah, he didn't have any pain in his back. He had it all in his hip.
And I see Misha. Did Misha say she picked green beans today too? I don't like picking green beans at all. And they make me itch. First thing when I come in the house, I wash my arms with soap and water because they were itching so bad.
Yeah, the fuzz from the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
We have some flowers and some blackberries coming up. They're still pretty green. But half are flowering and half are filled with fruit, so hopefully that'll be soon. My sister got me some black raspberry bushes. I'm hoping to have some of those so I can make some jam.
That'll be good.
My favorite is the homemade apricot, but I do like me some black raspberry.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Terry's back and hip is acting up. It causes his leg and foot to go numb.
Mr. Terry.
Yeah, Mr. Terry's back.
It does cause his feet. Your feet are numb, aren't they? Yeah. His feet go numb.
Hello, J. Mary. He says dilly beans.
Yeah.
Hey, Rita, make dilly beans.
I'm just gonna can these in the pressure canner. And hello, J. Mary. Been a day or two since I've seen you. Oh, and I see Donna's name. Hello, Donna.
Hello, Donna. Yeah, I'm doing all right, J. Mary. Doing the one-legged shuffle. See, I have numbness in 3 of my toes. I laid down for a 45-minute nap in May of 2019 and woke up and my toes were numb, and it's my back. They said polyneuropathy, but 2 years later they said that was a misdiagnosis. All along it was my back. And they're still numb. We've done all kinds of things and they're still numb. But at least they don't hurt the first 2 years. Oh my goodness, and I get the worst Charlie horses. Hi, June. June says hello, Rita.
Hello.
Hello,
June. I'm trying to keep it working and let Joanna read the chat.
Well, that's right.
That's what, yeah.
Vicky says hello from hot California. I have just a dozen green bean bushes, and my biggest harvest has been 40 beans so far. But I just started 3 TPs with climbing beans, and I'm hoping to get enough to can. Sounds like you're doing pretty good, Vicky.
Sounds like, yeah. And Vicky, I don't recognize your name. You new here? Welcome to our hen parties.
I was wondering what part of California Vicky was coming from,
Yeah.
hailing from. I know SoCal's been getting warmer over the years, but Northern California in the summers just can be real hot. We had days where it was 115.
Wow, that's hot.
Yeah,
That's hotter. That's hotter than it is here in our south.
but it was dry heat. So I think in some ways they equal themselves out. When it's that hot, you can compare it to 90s or 95 with 70% humidity.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised. Those summers in Northern California that were so hot
Hmm.
by midday. But I wasn't up in the mountains either. I was in a canyon. I'm new here. I'm in Sacramento Valley.
Sacramento Valley.
Over
Well,
100 here today. I gave frozen water bottles to my quail and chickens to help them cope. Yeah.
hmm.
We've done that before here. Put the water bottles in the freezer and put them out for the chickens and rotated them. Well, welcome, Vicky, to
Yeah.
our little corner of mayhem. You never know what happened. Heads up. J Mary says, heads up, my main PC will not turn on. I'm totally wired, so I have to switch it out. When I do, I may goof up, so I may be offline for a few days. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Oh
Well,
my. Huh.
we'll hope and pray that it doesn't.
That
Not
it doesn't.
that you
Hmm.
can just switch over a lot easier. Hi, Higgy. Higgy.
Who
Yep.
Hooga is it Hooga?
Who
I
is
say
that? Hooga?
yeah. I think I say it wrong every time, and you have to. Just have
Yeah,
to
that's
apologize.
sorry because um I don't mean to be offensive. Um, sometimes my name going is she's just a working down that pile of beans.
I think it's enough for my cooker to run the cooker. So
All right, J Mary's gonna check out for now. Goodbye, J Mary. We'll
yeah.
get you
Bye,
back
J.
out
Mary.
well, and it goes smoother than you think it will. Denise W. The chat on my phone is actually faster than the chat on my tablet. Of course, my tablet's older. Miss Denise? No, Denise was earlier. Seeing if I missed somebody. Up, why you wanted? Son, cut it out. Cut it out. Sorry, the basket ham's over to here carrying on. Dogs everywhere. No, I know he took your spot, but you'll be fine.
Hello, Mary. Hello, Mary Webb.
Hi, Mary. How you doing tonight? There's like 45 beds in this house. Hi, Denise. How are you doing tonight? Rita's taking that big pile of beans and whipping it out quick.
I'm working on it. It's the only way to get it done. And I actually don't break mine. I cut mine with a knife. I just like the way it looks better like that.
Well,
So I
you know,
just cut them.
that's it. You have to do what works for you,
And
and sometimes cutting it is faster for some people.
that's just what I like to do.
Hello, Janice. Janice says, hello, Rita. Mary Webb says she's hiding in her house from the heat. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm tired.
Hello, Janice Miller.
But what's new with that?
Cooler there in northwest Wisconsin's where Denise is.
I imagine it's cooler. Did you get to see the Northern Lights?
I bet you did.
I've seen the Northern Lights on a couple visits to Wisconsin. Denise says, Miss Rita, I received the package. They're so pretty.
Well, I'm glad that I always worry when I send them, but after they leave here, they're out of my hands.
Marla says it's cold at my house right now, down to 62. Holy cow.
Wow.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's real nice. I know it's not 62 here. It was like 87 today with humidity.
Yeah, I don't know what it was here, but it's warm.
All right, everybody, don't talk all at once. Where's the gaggle? The gaggle of hens, Miss Rita.
I don't know. This was kind of one of those pop-ups, so probably nobody knows I'm on. I just decided that I was going to see if you guys would keep me company.
Well, we're always here.
I'm seeing 40, 41 here, so a few of you noticed I was here.
I popped in and did the thumbs up, and so that's how I didn't slip in as the first comment, because I try and remember to do that first, and then I don't forget later.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm moving over here. I'm gonna see if I can get some room on my chair. I have a chair monster.
I see you. I see that. Oh.
This is my sewing chair, and I tell you, he's my littlest feller, and he can take up a whole darn chair.
Nah.
And leave me with one cheek on the chair. Marla says, send me some heat, because June says it's 81, and she'll blow some heat your way. I'll give you some of mine. It's a tad early for it to be this warm. It was 90 a couple days ago. 92. Hate that. Yes. Yeah, you're going to have to share. Oh, small crit. This is his favorite place to be out of all the places in the house. If I turn my sewing machine on, it can appear out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been working on bowl koozies, and I got this far. And then I've got 4 more over there that I just need to do the darts on.
My sewing's going to get put on hold for a few days.
Well, I understand that. I had a friend ask for some, so I was trying to get some done before I have my back worked on Thursday.
Did y'all? Yeah, did y'all see him? I know he see him. I didn't know if y'all would know. He didn't know that he accidentally got a little too far this way. Oh, twice. When he got up, he had to move to go get some of those cookies, and I saw him then. And then again when he come back and sat down. So a couple times he didn't mean to, but he was on the camera.
What was it? Sunday early, I made homemade oatmeal cookies with pecans, coconut, and golden raisins. And then in the evening, I made oatmeal cake, because that's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Been eating on that. It's like a spice cake. You can't usually tell it has oatmeal in it. That just makes it moist. And then you take butter cream, a little cream, a little butter, brown sugar, pecans, coconut. Mix that all up and put it on the top of the hot cake and put it under the broiler for 2 or 3 minutes, and it caramelizes it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Denise says, "We saw you, Mr. Terry. LOL. He's fashionable." And Mary says, "Looks like a good crop of beans."
It is a good crop of beans this year. We didn't even make a dent in them picking them.
Yes, Mary. I used my grandmama's recipe. I imagine it came from the 40s for the oatmeal cake. And Marla, I do like me some good oatmeal cookies. And what I like about these is when you get done, you roll them up into a roll, and then you wrap them in wax paper, and then you just slice them. So they'll keep for 3 or 4 weeks. So you can just pull them out, slice a few, throw them in the oven, have hot, fresh oatmeal cookies. And if you don't like coconut, Mary, don't put coconut in the cookies.
Yeah.
Don't put coconut in the topping.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people don't like raisins in their oatmeal cookies, and I go back and forth. But lately, I've been on a raisin kick.
Hello to Sharon J. I see Sharon
Hello,
J.
Doggle Ben. Hi, Miss Sharon J. How are you doing tonight? How you doing, Doggle Ben?
Hello, Doggle Ben.
And Wayne's here.
Hey, Wayne.
Wayne's World.
Wayne, you gonna come up and sing for me?
Well, Mary, you can have oatmeal cookies with pecans in them. We're gonna have them plain. That's what's nice. You can customize them. I'd rather be tipping beans than where I am now. LOL. That's what
Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't like to pick beans. Not
and
at all.
Wayne says, "Good evening, Rita." And Mary doesn't like coconut or raisins, so that's why I told her she could customize it. Um, Gusto. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Doggle Bennett sure does beat being in the hospital. You in the hospital? What you gonna do?
Oh no.
Mary says, "I baked banana muffins this morning and I slipped a little oatmeal in for extra nutrition."
Nutrition.
Hmm, that's different. I usually just put walnuts in them. Well, what'd you do, Doggle Ben? Why are you in the hospital?
Are you still in the hospital? If you're not
Yeah,
out yet. Oh
yeah.
my.
He says, yeah, hopefully get out soon. He's in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that, Doggle Ben. I think I already said hello to June. Hello,
And
June.
Doggle Ben, I can't remember. Are you a he or a she?
Oh, Carrie's in the building.
Oh, hello, Carrie.
Hello, Ashley. I don't. Is this Ashley's first time?
No, hello, Ashley. How are you? No, she hadn't been here in a while, but she's been here before.
Thank you, Wayne. He gave you a thumbs up and shared you out into the community tab.
Well,
I'm
thank you,
sorry,
Wayne.
Doggle Ben, you're having gut issues. I've been there, done that. I went from 165 pounds to 109. Then I started gaining it back and went from 132 to 100.
Hmm.
So that's sucks. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. It does help.
Do
Like
do
button
I
is
do I have that link pinned to the top? Did I
yes,
do that?
ma'am.
Okay, I
Well,
thought I did.
that's
All
how I got to it.
right, okay. So you guys that want to come on up here with me and Joanna, come on. The
Come
link's
on up.
pinned to the top.
Oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Don't be getting in my way.
I am stringing beans that aren't supposed to have strings in them. We plant the stringless kind, but these got mixed up somehow. Who are we seeing? Well, I can't focus. I'm gonna make that a little bigger and see if I now maybe I can read that better.
Um, Kira, how you, Kira?
Yeah, hello, Yakira.
Okay,
Oh,
Dr. Ben
I'm
said you were
Sharon's daughter. Happy to be here. Well, welcome to our hen parties.
welcome. Crafting Vivian's here.
Vivian S. Hello, Crafton with
Vivian.
Vivian S. Yeah.
Oh, Wayne says it's not pinned to the top. Well, when I came in, it was because that's how I got on. Anyway, I don't know if I.
Well, it's pinned to the top on Rita's Roost, but not on the Quilted Chicken Farm. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I don't know because I just clicked on the notification and it brought me into this. But can you see the detail on this? It's like leaves,
Yes.
purple. It's a vintage. But it's a vintage, but it's real pretty because it has butterflies and they
Yeah, that is pretty.
picked up 2 yards for $3.50.
Hmm.
And it is missing a little like 10-inch square, which is fine. Somewhere down around here. I got it all unwound again. But anyway, I just thought I couldn't see it all because it was folded up, and I wasn't even sure exactly how much was in the yardage. But I thought it was real pretty. It was real pretty color, and I kind of like. Yeah, see that they took that much out of the 2 yards,
Hmm.
a little square, but still. But I know it's vintage from the salvage.
Oh, and I see Sandra. Hello, Sandra K.
Sandra, are you lurking there? Okay, Doggle Ben can't find your link, but well, it's not like standing out. I don't know. When I came in to the notifications, it was right at the top. I don't know if it's pinned. That may be
Let,
it.
let me go. I'll go check and see.
Did you pin it? Anyway, this is by Quilters ONLY for Spring Industries Inc. www.quiltersonly.com. And the way the printing is, it makes me think it's vintage.
Well, I don't think it is pinned to the top. I'll just go repin it.
No, I think it's there. And when I came in, I saw it because I was close to the top, but it didn't get pinned. Evening, Ashley. Oh, Ashley was stringing peas. Sandra's looking for the link to join. Oh, there it is. Popped it up in the chat for you, Sandra K. Well, Doggle Ben,
now it's pinned to the top. I thought I pinned it the first time, but I didn't. So sorry about that.
Doggle Ben, it was at the top of the chat, just not pinned, and that's why none of us could find it.
There you are. I thought I had it pinned, but I didn't. I posted it, but didn't pin it.
I was showing Miss Rita this vintage fabric I found.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I was, the guy $3.50, and it turned out to be almost 2 yards.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty. I know it's vintage by the salvage, but I couldn't tell you when. It's a Quilters OLNY.
Oh no, there's Carrie.
Oh, here comes Carrie.
Okay, y'all. There's enough of you now to chat and read chat and everything. So I'm going to work and listen to y'all. Okay. So if I miss you guys over in chat, I'm working. Okay. I got a good excuse.
Yeah, you got a good excuse. You got to get through those beans. I should be working on.
That's work. I just got rid of the. Alan just went home.
That's work too.
It's Sharon J.
No, this
I
is
figured
work.
Sandra would like
we had
that.
helped. We helped, or Terry helped Justin pick some for the daughter-in-law, and I told Justin to tell her, said if she'll break them, I'll help her get them in the jar and can them. But her and the little girls can work on the beans, and then I'll help put can them.
Sandra J. Yeah, it's purple. I figured Sandra liked that. And
Yeah,
actually,
I love those vintage.
yeah, it's many shades of purple, but it's not a batik. It's
No,
definitely. But
it's like
all
one
our
of those.
go ahead.
Looks like that World War II prints.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But it was
Those
rolled
things
up.
are beautiful.
It was rolled up like this with the tag on it.
Yeah.
And when I got home and I was expecting like a yard, and I opened it up and I thought it's just missing this corner off of 2 yards of fabric. You know, it's missing a square about this big, but for $3.50, I'm not gonna fuss about that. The Wayne's just listening and Dogglebin's just listening.
I could put y'all to work.
Okay, no problem.
A friend, a friend of mine owns a shop with 29 vendors.
Hello, Deborah. I see Deborah in here now.
Hi,
Deborah just
Deborah.
popped in. And so I go down to visit her every once in a while, and she has a new puppy I call Rat Dog. He's a wiener chihuahua. She's a wiener chihuahua. And there's a vendor who puts fabric and different things in, and sometimes I pick up something nice. I've got IVs all over, so I just listen. Well,
Oh
Dr.
my.
Bennett, at least you got some company. That'll be good for you. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's like,
Bad when you're a pincushion, medical pincushion.
The Doggleband is in the hospital.
yeah, hooked up to those IVs.
Well, hopefully they figure out what's wrong and they get them back on his feet. Oh, hello, Deborah. She just got home from VBS. Yeah,
Uh,
it's nice, Dogglebin, when you can get a private room. Fortunately, a lot
Wow.
of schools are going to that, but not all. We've gone from wards to shared rooms to private rooms. And, well, they had VIP private rooms, but for common vote private rooms. Oops, Sandra's getting all comfortable. We can
There's
see her
Randy.
nose.
Good-
And
yeah, I see Randy. He's come to aggravate Carrie.
Yep, always.
Randy, you leave Carrie alone.
I'm a pincushion, Randy, okay?
No, June, I just got rid of Ellen. He just walked out the door. I've had enough time to put something for me for dinner in the microwave.
well, hopefully, well, if it's in the microwave, at least it won't be ice cream tonight.
And of course, the bell just dinged.
Chickens
Yeah, good
everywhere.
work, Karen. Hey, it's 10 o'clock here, Randy. Can't work no more. I've been working all day. And I got good news for you. Rita sitting down, Sarah sitting down. June already knows. June already knows this. My blood work came down tonight, and it says I'm in a normal stage
Oh, well, that's great.
for
Yeah,
my diabetes.
that's good.
Past 6 point. I'm on the fifth 5 something tonight.
Hmm.
So if I keep going down, that means I could get up the pills. Yeah.
Yeah. But you still need to control it with what you eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still
Yep.
gonna have to watch your diet. Dagobin said he would
Hey,
like to
look
have
what Randy
green
said.
beans right now.
Rita,
So
Rita, look what Randy said. Carrie,
You're
you're
not normal.
I
Randy, we told you to leave Carrie alone.
Hi, Jackie.
Well, hey, Jackie.
hi, Jackie, you just snuck right in there.
Hey, Mary Rep.
I can have 6 more people up on this panel. We
And
can
nobody
fill it
had a
up.
It's like,
Dagobin said that he'd like some green beans to eat. It sounds good.
Mm,
At least he's got an appetite.
yeah,
Um,
these are
for the
nice and fresh. They just come from the garden a little while ago.
evening, Northern Willows, hi, ladies. Oh my, we're months from having string beans or any garden veggies. You're having a good harvest, Rita.
We're having the green beans are doing good this year. We got beans and taters and squash from the garden. No tomatoes and such yet, but
Jackie says she can't stay long. She's trying to entertain a 12-year-old grandson.
oh, okay.
That's like, yeah, Mary Webb, green beans. They just gave me some Levinox injection. That's a blood thinner,
Hmm.
I
Okay.
believe. I believe Levinox is a blood thinner.
I have no idea. I don't. I'm not medically inclined, and so I don't know a lot of that stuff.
I take an aspirin a day to thin my blood.
Well, like I've had that. If it's what I'm thinking of, I've had to give myself those injections for a couple weeks after like my hip replacement or my knee replacement, which failed. It was the last ditch to save my leg because they didn't want throwing clots from the hip. But it's just real quick. It's just a little thin needle already measured, and you just shoot it in your belly and go.
Hmm.
Right now, I take Pleadle because I can't take aspirin. Jackie says, "How does everyone cook their green beans? Quick for crunchy, long for soft, bacon, ham bits." Talk about fat back. Don't you use fat back when you make your green beans?
You gotta have bacon grease or something in them.
Yeah, we always use back or you know some bacon grease, ham bits.
it's like, and Deborah thinks I should be. I'm taking a break right now
You,
because I'm
well,
not sewing.
you sewed. She sewed and babysat and did everything today.
Yeah.
Yeah, pulled a bucket of weeds. Now it's time for at least something in my stomach.
Well, sorry to hear that, Dogglebin. And Mary says, with a little salt and pepper, a little butter and pepper. Yes, ma'am. Denise says, I open a can of French style green beans and saute them with onions. And Jackie goes, lots of butter. And I believe it's Wayne says, Randy says, I
Cheese?
like cheese in them.
Like
I,
cheese.
that doesn't sound right, does it? Cheese and
Yeah,
green
I,
beans?
I
No.
haven't heard that one.
Cheese. Huh.
I,
Well,
I'm, I'm sorry
Bailey?
to hear that,
No,
Dogglebin. He said he has
no.
genetic clotting disorder. that rears its ugly head sometimes. I'm really sorry to hear that. It can be difficult to manage.
Hmm.
Hi, Charlotte Villa.
Hello,
You just came
Charlotte.
in.
Hello, Charlotte.
Uh-oh. Where'd Joanna go?
Oh, she's. I don't know.
She kicked
She'll be
herself
back.
out. She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Parmesan cheese, maybe. Bailey, will you go lay down? This is my corn dog, not yours.
But she just wants the bite.
She was gonna steal it off the arm of my chair. It's like, no.
Uh,
I got the point.
Janet Keene, hi Rita. I'm so happy to finally talk to you. Do you ever stop? Yeah, I do. But I never get caught up. But I do stop. Terry ought to be helping me do this, hadn't he? But he was up here eating his supper. He's left his dirty dishes here and he's went down to his recliner.
He's probably sound asleep by now.
He's got his laptop, so he's on his laptop. So
Okay.
if the screen goes black, then I'll know he's asleep. But he actually has that Facebook, and he likes to scroll his Facebook.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It was like she was gone.
I know we
That's
kept
what I
waiting
said.
to come back to the basement so I could put you back up.
Well, I had to go back to YouTube and click the link, and then they had to send me to the app. And it used to
Wow.
just go right up to the web, and you go boom, boom. Now you have to go to the web and to the app. Waterless cookware with a little bacon grease and just a tiny bit of water. I cooked them on dough till tender, about 45 minutes, and I added salt and pepper. That's what Jane was saying about her green beans and waterless cookware. That's kind of unique.
Randy said he's
Thank
talking
you,
to
Mary.
Terry.
I'm on Terry's Facebook, he says. That could be trouble, right?
Be trouble.
You know what? I really do need some room on this seat. So you're going to have to come up here and sit with me. This little thing can push me right off the seat. I have to adjust this.
That's how many I have so far.
Oh, goodness, Rita.
So there, but I'm not. I'm a long way from being done.
Well, bit by bit.
No.
But that sounds good, Jane. That's a mama's big boy.
Charlotte wants to know, are they rattlesnake or half runners?
You know, we planted blue lake bush, and they're supposed to be stringless, but I'm getting so many strings off of these.
That lied.
They lied. They lied.
Where'd you get them from?
I can't recall now. Probably the co-op in town. I don't know. So.
Say hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Leo.
Say hello, Lil. My name's Mocha.
Hello.
I'm a little chair thief.
Well,
I'm a strong chair thief, too.
She's my bed's hugger.
Uh-uh.
I woke up the other night with my sound leg hanging off the bed, and I'm like, and the basset hound had gotten behind me and just started pushing his 60-pound
Hello,
back.
Sharon. Hello,
Uh,
So
Sharon.
I wake up and I'm like, what? And I'm half off, hanging off the bed, and he just kept stretching, I guess, and pushed me while I was
This is
asleep.
hello to
So
you.
I was hanging off the bed.
wow.
Randy says, "Little biter." Oh, Randy. He's cute, and Vivian and
Look,
Deborah, Jackie, and
Randy,
Jerry.
look at that. Leo loves her. Look at that.
Real
Give her
Wanda.
kisses.
Yep, Lil gives me kisses all day long.
Okay, kisses. Where's the bedtime? He's full of chicken.
She won't let
Chick,
nobody
chick.
come in my apartment.
We didn't plant any carrots. I see where Northern Willow's girl asked if I planted carrots. No, no carrots. And our early stuff just didn't do any good either. Any of it.
Like, well,
Mary Webb, I think that that's right. Because this little thing can get behind me, which is fine when I'm sewing, but all of a sudden I have one butt cheek on the chair, and I'll go, this isn't working. But he
They
can
can
sew.
maneuver to
Yeah,
take up the biggest space, the littlest dog.
yep.
that, that's exactly. He's like 14 pounds, and he's the smallest guy I got. But he always wants to surprise Mama. Don't you, little Arnie thing?
Hey, you're a bed hugger. Lil's my bed hugger.
And Ashley says her green beans aren't coming off the vine yet.
Hmm. Well, this
Mine would.
is this is our first picking.
I'd have to find somebody that's growing stuff because my potatoes are are way behind too.
Hmm.
I'm hoping my purple carrots do. I get another batch of purple carrots before we have to replant in the fall.
A
June
big
said
time.
you have a big pan of beans.
We picked a 5 gallon bucket full. That's what we stopped when the bucket was full. I, I'll show you. I'm putting the holes in there. We picked this bucket full, so that's what I have spread out here.
And we are cutting them up really well.
We are, aren't we?
Well,
Yeah. Okay. I get. Yeah. Terry did do most of the picking of them. He did pick most of them. I went
Yeah.
out there. I felt sorry for him before he got done and went out there and helped him top off the bucket, but he got most of them.
what's that commercial? And I helped. Is that shake and bake chicken or something?
Do I
Somebody,
make green bean casserole? That's only for holidays. Green beans are just everyday things.
I
yeah,
love
green
you.
bean casserole usually is
I love
special.
you.
Mm, all right, I'll
Uh
be.
oh, Randy got an ad.
Aha! I
Well,
can see you now, Randy.
And sometimes YouTube throws up ads that we get to watch.
oh,
It depends on if you go premium, you can get it ad free. Otherwise, for most things, otherwise it does throw up ads here and there.
wouldn't you have to pay for that premium though? Does it
Yeah,
cost you?
yeah, it does. But I got the
Well,
family plan, so there's 6 or 7 of us on it, 6 or 8. So we just
Well,
spread it out in the family.
I'll be just watching ads.
mm,
Well, I did for quite a while, and then it got annoying, and then I figured out if we divvied it all up because it's a family plan, it made it real reasonable to not have to deal with that.
Because somebody was talking about that earlier on mine, I think it was. Because I've only been Rita's, mine, Rita's. Dang, I got a habit today.
I've been on here a lot today, but some days it's just easier to go on than it is other days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course. Did you eat another edge of your lemon cake?
I ate some more of it. Terry had some of it, but after supper tonight, he wanted the peanut butter cookies instead of the cake. So I would say that cake's probably not his favorite.
Yeah. Well, you
But
got when you have two choices, you might as well rotate them.
So, Janet King says, when I come to see you, I'll wade the creek with you and we can catch some crawdads.
oh,
Kids
Dad's all
like
right.
puppies. We live north of Nashville, Tennessee, in a small rural town.
Wow. Sheila Gage just didn't want to stop and get out in the creek, and I wanted to.
I would have gotten in the creek.
Not not got real wet, but pulled her shoes off and got her feet wet anyway.
I would have.
And I don't know where Sheila is tonight. I've not seen her yet tonight.
She's still recuperating. I don't know when So Ya's on.
It's already been on.
I was gonna say it's probably still going a lot of time.
And,
Well,
and they may be some other people live. I may have stepped on some toes coming live myself, but
Well, I remember Mona said earlier, don't worry about stepping on toes because we got to share the airwaves.
well,
Yep.
there ought to be plenty of people to pick who you want to watch and watch, so,
exactly.
or visit with or be with.
And it's not like you're intentionally bumping somebody out. You just go on and go, you know.
And soon as I went off my mind today, Alan waved as it was. As soon as I pressed end, he started waving bye bye. I thought, yeah, that sounds about right.
That's about right.
Yep.
But he took another almost 2 hour nap.
Hmm.
It's like,
Y'all are all getting ads tonight. I must have said something different because I did push some other buttons, so that's probably my fault. But oh well.
That's okay. Let the pay
But
for it. Let them pay for it.
You know, I wasn't getting. My channel's monetized, and I wasn't getting any money for these lives, so I checked some other stuff. So I may get paid more for them now if y'all are seeing ads. Oh. Get my beans snapped and get a little money for the live balls.
there you go.
Yeah, you're silly.
So that's my fault. I'll claim responsibility for the ads.
well, I quite a few places I have to go through an ad first to even get onto the lives,
Yep.
which is fine. It's like they have to make their money too in order to pay people the money.
Yeah.
Because everything has advertisements, even when you go get in just to quilt a quilt pattern.
Yeah.
There's ads.
Here backwards.
If there wasn't, I think something was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You pushing.
Bill,
It's like when I was setting up YouTube earlier, Ronnie was on the phone with me, and she says, "Well, why do you put not made for kids? Are you guys going to get that rowdy?" I says, "If I don't, then they can't comment."
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to put that so people can comment. Yeah.
Yeah. And I honestly told her so we can talk about poo. Because in other words, we might get bleeped.
Mm-hmm.
But she thought it was funny. You have to check it's made for kids or not made for kids. It's like she said, what do you do?
Yeah.
Especially with Alan going to be on there. It has to be made for kids.
Uh-huh.
It's just
Except
their wording.
No, Rita, I don't think so. I must.
You don't think it's my fault that there's more ads? Is
no.
that or
It's
Yeah. And Charlotte's gone to bed.
okay, Charlotte. Talk to you tomorrow.
yeah.
Good
Good
night.
night. Good
But
night, Charlotte.
See, tomorrow's Wednesday. What am I going to do tomorrow? I don't know.
Hmm.
You
You know,
got to see Longhorn.
Oh, yeah, you had to remind me, huh?
I'm
Got to
sorry.
get the long arm set up.
you fixing to quilt one? Did you
Yeah,
did you did you get that one all put together today? Because I didn't watch your whole live. But
I didn't get all the big pieces because I didn't want. Every time I get up and down with Alan there, it's more tempting that he wants held again.
mm-hmm.
So I just got the big pieces together, and then I'll do the next.
You probably had a hard time getting anything done with him at all, or I would.
Well, after that, yeah, we was all over the place. And then I made up some macaroni and cheese, the the kind that you buy small containers for kids. He loved them.
And yes, Peggy stepped. Terry picked a 5-gallon bucket full this evening. So I'll be canning green beans tomorrow.
Guess who Nancy says that least they last as long as the
The
TV does.
TV. And I don't know if I go live tomorrow while I'm canning green beans or not. Should I or should I not? Y'all want to can green beans tomorrow too?
It's like someone asked me how long was Rita on today. I said long enough to cook the angel food cake.
I did. Yeah, we cooked it and tried it. And then my cell phone went to ring and it was Terry and he said, "Come pick me up over here at the field." So I couldn't. I had to go right then because I didn't
Yeah,
want him to have to wait on me. So
that was fine.
That was fine. You had to pick him up.
I did. Had to go get him.
Yeah, I have nothing here that I can even bake. I can't
Mm,
even make cookies.
mm.
I do have chocolate chips in the freezer, but I hate chocolate chip cookies.
Uh,
I don't have no eggs to put in.
What could you make then? Good night, crafting with Vivian S.
Yep.
Okay, good night, Vivian.
Good night, baby.
Let's see, what could Sandra make? Let's see.
That
Got
doesn't
this.
involve eggs. That's
Hmm.
the worst part. Means I'm not the egg eating person.
Peanut butter chips.
I could make popcorn balls. I know I have that stuff.
Hmm.
That's about the only thing I could make because I don't have cereals.
you have any sweetened condensed milk?
Nope. I
No,
don't have no chocolate.
Oh yeah, no baked cookies would be good. That's what
Okay, June Hansen. I just got scolded. She needs to talk to me when we're done here.
And I think we all need
Oh,
January.
believe me, June's the only one I haven't talked to tonight.
Hmm.
Yes, Mama June. I'll be there because June Cleaver.
Yep.
Good. And Deb leaving us. Good night. Are you leaving or are you saying good night to everybody else? Sometimes I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't. I lost the. I got up for a minute to drain the lily, and my eyeballs
Yeah.
were floating.
Yeah, we're all curious about Sandra and her drama. So I'm chasing. All right.
It's like brownie pudding doesn't have eggs in it. Do you have cocoa? No, I don't have any cocoa.
No, she said she didn't have any chocolate.
Yeah. That was the first thing I give away because it was Melinda was going to make some chocolate no bakes, and I says use this up because everything's going to outdate. And when I don't bake a lot, I just wanted it to be used, not trash.
Uh-oh, Jackie's got to go watch Fortnite.
Good night. Good night, Jackie. We'll talk to you another time.
Yep. Good night,
Hello,
Jackie.
Darlene.
And Darlene says I went back and watched the replay. And Justin
Wayne
Screen
does
says
have
you can make me some cookies. It would be Sandra is just SOL, yes.
Well, if she has a little cinnamon sugar, she can make some cinnamon sugar toast.
I have 2 slices of my cinnamon bread left.
No,
Oh,
no ice
these
cream.
pop-ups. Oops. No, I
No
don't
ice
want to go
cream?
there.
Don't go there.
It's like I was trying to get rid of a pop-up. Next thing you know, it was loading it.
Oh no.
It's like how many things can I have running at one time?
I remember, Nancy says, I remember when I was a kid, Mama had us kids nut long poles and make teepees for the beans to climb. It made it easier to pick beans.
Yeah, me and Terry's getting too old for bush beans. They need to be climbing beans, whole beans.
Then turn green when we can them.
I wouldn't know the difference. Mine come out of a can that says green beans. I'm a city girl.
Uh,
Small town USA, as I always say.
I like sugar snap peas. And Johnny's select seeds has some of the best.
There, I thought there's only one kind of green beans, the kind on the store shelf.
No, there's several of them.
solar keyboard. It runs with no batteries.
Yeah. I've never had a solar one. They probably come out with so many things that are solar that we don't know about.
Yeah.
We do much space.
Sitting there watching Rita pull that string that's on that stringless bean.
On that stringless bean, I know.
Put an envelope and send it to the company. Say,
Uh-huh.
what's stringless? I think you've got a string off of every single one.
I know it. Every once in a while, I'll get one that's not, but most of them have a string.
Yeah. And that's that extra movement you have to do with that
Yeah.
wrist.
Yeah. This one's okay. It don't have a string,
Who you barking at?
but most of them do.
What? Monkey? Monkey?
I made a green bean teepee actually for my children's fort when they were little. Guess who, Nancy? And hello, sup peeps.
Yeah.
That's a new name to us in here. I haven't seen that name.
I know on my channel all got two of my channels. They changed their names.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd change my name to because I like it where I can identify myself.
And I go by two different ones. So,
Yeah.
and I forget which one I'm on. Have you been in here before, sup peeps? And I'll see Kathy Waits. Hello, Kathy Waits.
Oh, Kathy, wait.
She has
The
the
blue
blue
lady.
whole beans.
And they have strings.
Mm-hmm.
Even my canned ones even have stems in them every now and then.
Yep, mine.
Like every
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's a good one, Marta.
I
Oh,
wonder how many people would show up with that one.
Purple.
But
She told
if
me to
anybody,
change my name to Purple Poo.
everybody who knows would find you.
You can find your love.
Well, they won't let my Purple Poo emoji come up. They put my sewing machine emoji thing I have. Because I've changed my picture to the Purple Poo and it won't.
It won't do it, huh?
No,
Hmm,
no, it won't do it.
that's weird.
I see the Purple Poo, but every place else you only see the sewing machine. I guess
And
they
Purple
just
too.
hello, Susan Munger. Welcome to the Snapchat.
Yep.
Yep. Hi, Susan. Is your mom, Doreen, and your mom listening too? I'm going to check and see what it does here.
She said your quilt is absolutely breathtaking, Sandra.
Yep, sewing machine on this side.
Yeah.
Mom's in bed. Okay. Yeah, we was chatting early this morning. Her mom.
But it's 10:30 where they're at, so it's a little later than it is here.
I thought I would have problems with that because of the 3 hour difference. Heck, I was up later yet.
Mhm.
It's like it was terrible when I was over in
Yep.
Florida.
She'll watch the replay.
Yes, she does watch the replay.
I'm
Then
eating,
me, Sandra,
eating
and
baby Doritos.
Sandra, me, June, and other people. So one more person. We're up talking till almost till midnight.
Yeah, it was 11:20 my time. I think it was last night.
Yep.
Well, I can't read that one at all.
I can't. I don't know what that is. No,
No, but the face is like a.
looks like a
Do
coffee
we?
cup, Johnny, to me.
Well,
It's a
it
coffee
looks.
cup, but do we get a
It looks like.
translator?
But it she has the two things like this for like a cat face or something. But
Huh.
I don't know if that's Korean. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't either.
Whoever you are, you'll have to tell us where you're from.
but what I'm saying is, besides their name, they have
Well, I like the
This
Purple Heart.
perfect. Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it doesn't give you the option to translate. Well, hello. Uh-oh.
keyboard at a good deal. Wayne bought a keyboard at a good deal.
That was his solar keyboard, I think.
Yeah. I still have my soft roll up keyboard. Every once in a while I'll plug it in just to play with it.
Oh, says I love you. Well,
Okay.
Thank you.
And I just got a pop up. Rita's Roost is picking green beans.
oh, but yeah, that was the short out in the garden.
Yeah,
I said,
that just
I said, Terry, here, push this button, and I'll talk. He
yeah.
wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. So he wouldn't let me video him. So I said, here, then let me do it. Let me anyway.
Have I decided what pantograph I'm going to put on that quilt? No, I have not. I might see if she has something with a bee because the lilacs need to be pollinated.
Hmm.
That would be good.
See, that's how I think on these different quilts. What do they need? Like this dinosaur one, I have dinosaur feet, and they're just walking one way. They're not a reverse. So I'm going to flip the pattern row back and forth.
Well, that's a good idea.
Oh, Doggle bin get some saltine crackers.
Mm. Well, you need some cheese or peanut butter to go with them.
I still remember my dad every night if he was still hungry, he'd take saltine crackers in a cup, milk, and that would be his last filling thing in his stomach.
Milk and crackers.
Uh
Milk
huh.
and crackers. Ugh, that don't sound good at all.
Well, they said that the person if they can't sleep should have the milks because whatever's in milk helps. So Dad just put it on top of crackers.
Huh. And I used to know old timers that would put the crackers in their coffee, and that don't sound good
Ew.
either. No.
Well, I'm glad you can eat something too, Dogglebin.
I guarantee if I drank coffee, if that's the biggest word, I sure wouldn't put a cracker in it. I I can't even take. My mom used to take ginger snaps and dip them in her coffee, and that cookie would fall off, and the bottom of her cup would be all that goo, and she'd just get a spoon afterwards
Now
and just
that
eat.
that might be pretty good. A ginger snap, if you got it before it got down in the cup, that might be pretty good. I wouldn't
Dogglebin
want the
says,
See, all
soggy
that
part in
was
the
coffee
cup.
soup. Dogglebin says, yeah, that was coffee soup.
Coffee soup. Oh, I love cornbread and milk. Guess who, Nancy?
Janet, I've seen it. I've seen them cut them, and I've seen them broken. And whatever works easiest for you, it's not really unusual to cut the ends. Just it makes them cleaner looking.
It does to me. That looks prettier than breaking them. So it's just that's what I do.
Alabama firecrackers. For some reason,
what is
that
an
sounds.
Alabama firecracker now?
I do not know why that sounds
Firecrackers
familiar.
made for. Is that the? Do you spice them up with stuff? The crackers? Is that what it is?
They're spicy but addictive.
tomorrow will be the second one of the dog blanket will be done.
Wasting saltine crackers. Oh, if you put them in the coffee.
Way to go, Carrie. You're moving right along.
Yep. After this
Okay.
one more after that, and I'm done. Then I take them down.
I'm Korean. I'm studying English through your videos. Always be healthy, be beautiful grandmothers. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's sweet. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
That's surprising. I actually thought
Stu-
the language was
Studying
Korean.
studying
Okay.
short videos, you'll come up with a southern accent. No, we're from all over. It's not just southern accents.
No,
Yeah. Uh, to make those Alabama firecrackers, it's 1 2/3 cups vegetable oil, 2 1 ounce envelopes of ranch dressing mix, 1 bay leaf that just flew by me, 3 tablespoons of crushed red pepper flakes, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, half teaspoon black pepper, and then a 16-ounce pack of multi-grain saltine crackers.
Hmm.
Gather all the ingredients. Place the oil, ranch dressing, the red peppers, garlic powder, all in a 2-gallon resealable plastic bag. Seal the bag, squeeze with your hands until all the oil and spices are mixed. Place the crackers in the bag, seal, and turn the bag over to coat the crackers with the spice mix. Let sit for 1 hour, then turn it again. Repeat several times until the crackers are well coated with the spice mix. Let the bag allow the bag to sit 8 hours overnight. Remove the crackers and serve.
Huh. It don't sound too bad.
then right, you gotta try it.
No, I don't. I don't have. I have vegetable oil. I have garlic powder.
And what is the rival soup they're talking about? Did I say that right?
I gotta. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't have a mouse out here. I have to scroll back.
yeah. They were talking about rival soup. That one's another one that's in the back of my head, but it's been a while.
I've never heard of that.
Neither. And good night, Wayne. He's got to go. Good night.
Night, Wayne. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to read this, and Bailey just come in and whipped around 2 3 times, and off she went.
Well, it looks like there's different varieties. You've got a Pennsylvania Dutch chicken and corn rival soup.
Yeah, 'cause there's rival soup, German, made with milk, made with potatoes.
Yeah,
Well, what are rivals? What's that? What is
I
that?
think I think it's a vegetable, but dumpling
Yeah,
dappled tradition.
let me see. Amish made their soup in her kitchen to share for whatever. What are rivals?
Potatoes, onions, milk, salt, butter, pepper, eggs, salt, flour.
They're doughy lumps or little dumplings. That's what rivals are.
Doughy lumps. Huh.
Yeah, but they are ultimate comfort food on a cold winter day. A small bowl of rival soup and some bread. Wow. And this soup takes so little prep time, it makes the reward all better.
Hmm.
Uh, try and find the recipe now.
Yeah, it's often chicken based or potato soup, mainly Pennsylvania Dutch.
That sounds pretty good.
And Marla and her Bailey's Irish cream. I'm not old enough to go to the liquor store.
I'm not
Besides,
either.
Sup peeps. Hi Rita. I've been watching your channel for a while. I absolutely love my channel. My channel just whatever I'm doing at the time. Whatever I'm doing or not doing. And they're saying hello ladies. They
You are so
Bailey
full of purple
hair.
too.
because I'm not old enough to go to the liquor store. I've never thought of putting dumplings in my purple potato soup. My potato soup.
Eggs and flour dipped in the hot soup like dumplings.
Yeah. See, there we go again. The eggs. It's like
So
any.
are the dumplings made out of eggs and flour?
Yeah.
Well, the Jewish have matzo balls in their, matzo balls in their chicken soup. So I guess the Pennsylvania Dutch, they had a German version using dumplings.
Not a long I. So we're not saying that right. We're saying it wrong. So how would you say it with not a long I?
Rebel. Rebel
Rivel,
Rev,
rivel, rivel soup.
with the E sound or the A sound.
He said yes, it's similar. Rivel. Have you heard of
Potato
cornbread
bacon
called a
soup.
country milk
Yeah.
cake?
That one there, I had to read the whole story about how the Amish came to make it and heritage and
hmm.
We used to take the leftover rice and put milk and sugar on it. Sometimes a little cinnamon. Sometimes you throw some raisins in it. But that was a dessert.
Yeah, the other night I asked Gladys what would she make if she was going to a potluck, and she said glorified rice, and I've never had glorified rice, but I looked up that recipe and that looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked rice and pineapple and maraschino cherries and such. I thought it looked good.
it's just you beat the egg and salt with fork in a medium bowl, add flour all at once, beat until small pebbles form. Use your fingers to break apart if necessary. And then you just drop them in your soup and it helps thicken the soup at the same time.
Huh.
Might have to try it.
Hmm.
Once I get an egg, I got to get an egg in the house first.
But,
Bean has Amish Mennonite heritage. Well, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah, it is. It's about
Maybe I
time.
should get myself a couple chickens. That way I do have eggs.
Yeah,
My
Mhm.
neighbor would shoot me.
about time to make some good challah bread. It makes the best French toast. Jewish challah bread, it's an egg bread. And you cut it kind of thick. Put it in some egg with vanilla and a touch of sugar in there and some milk or cream. And fry it up. Hmm. But it's a sweet egg bread.
I just hit an ad for something. They say we can have up to 4 chickens in the city limits here. But I have a dog that doesn't like chickens.
Oh.
Yeah, she got into Melinda's. She was bored one time and she got into Melinda's chickens.
Did she kill them or just chase them?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
And now she
unfortunately.
has a taste, so she'll always go back. My neighbors had one time. They always ended up at my house. Well, I know in Wilmington you have to get a permit and you can have up to 5 hens, but no roosters. But we're outside the city limits, so we're in Pender County, not New Hanover, so we don't have to futz with that. And the hens are typically quieter than the roosters, but not always.
Oh,
They can get
I'd have
cackle.
that. I would, if I had the money, I'd go get Rita's little red rooster and just to piss my neighbor off.
That little rooster is annoying. I'm telling you, I've never had one as annoying as that one.
Yeah, the
Melinda had several.
I feel sorry for the dog can't go outside without having mom to come out there with her.
At times she can. Depends on what kind of mood that rooster's in.
We had a juvenile rooster, and when Tony got out of the car, Ed ran and rammed his beak right into Tony's leg, and then it tried to stick its claw up, and I came out with the dog, and it come running over and rolled one of my dachshunds, and I said, "You're out of here." I grabbed it up, it went in a sack, and it went down the street to one of the Mexican people. I said, "Here you go, you can have this little rooster. You don't roll my dog. It's one thing to charge me, but you're not going to charge my dog on provoke." But he was just, and the funny thing was the other rooster, the black Moran, came and body slammed the juvenile for being mean.
Nah.
And he he kind of flew up on a log, and the black Moran knocked him straight off and was like, "I need to knock some sense into you." And I'm like, "You're going down the street to the Mexican. He can keep you running around his yard. You're not going to be chasing people." But yeah, he was a people chaser
I'll
too.
send you some, Sandra.
It's a eggs. If when I buy a dozen eggs, I better put at least 6 of them hard boiled. In other words, I just throw out eggs.
Uh,
Hard boil them, peel them, throw away the yolk, put the egg whites in a bowl, and then I just snack on the egg white.
I think
I
the
just
yolk's
don't
the
like
best
the yolk.
part. I had a friend like that in the 80s, and I would eat the yolks, and she would eat the whites, or he would eat the whites.
Well, my husband used to always, I had to put the yolk in a bowl for him and he'd eat them, but it's like, I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, freeze dried eggs are. I'm not supposed to feed those yolks to Bailey. And I'd probably have to clean up the mess. Oh, yeah, I do, because I don't see anybody else over here being pooper scooper. They'd be scrambled by the time they got there. Yeah, they would be. And somebody said you can just bust the egg open, pour them in a container, and then they'll pour out one egg at a time. I've never tried it. They used to have that one Tupperware thing that you could store your eggs in. You
huh.
just opened every egg, open it up, put it in there, and the egg would pour out one at a time. I've never had enough eggs to try that.
I remember doing that, Jane. Cutting the carton in half, because that's all you need. I do know they sell half cartons now.
And they don't in my store anymore.
That's unfortunate.
We used to have a group of ladies that they'd they'd rotate who bought the dozen eggs, and they one of them would bring their little 6-pack with them,
A
and
six
they'd
pack eggs.
yeah the little because they had the carton cut already.
Yeah.
Why keep cutting another one?
No,
Mhm.
no. When we give eggs, when we have extra eggs and we give them away as a blessing to somebody, we tell them the only thing we need is you bring back the cartons. Try not to beat them up or whatever, and bring them back. You
Yeah.
know. All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta do the plugger upper because my
Yeah. My plugger upper's getting down there too.
so,
And it's in
yeah,
the other room.
this one's getting old, so it doesn't hold as well. But I'll pop in the chat. You
And
guys have
Nancy
a good
says you
night.
can freeze the eggs.
You too.
Yeah, I've heard of freezing eggs. I think in the bulkhead bog they have something about freezing eggs.
I know
I
the
just
freeze dried worked fine in the cake, whatever cake mix Melinda had last time. She needed an egg, and I says, I have it. And she says, That's not an egg, Mom. I says, It says it's an egg.
it will work. Yeah, I just got a new blue book. It's the 38th edition. I have
Okay.
some of these going back to the 50s. They're the best canning and preserving. But some of the rest, they change them all the time. But I think they have, directions in here for freezing eggs. If not, it's an older one.
And they also told me, like the farm fresh eggs, make sure they don't wash them.
Yeah,
That
no, no,
helps them keep longer life.
yeah, because you can keep them out on your counter, and they last longer.
And Dogglebin's signing out, and everybody's saying night, Joanna.
Night 152. I'm leaving in a minute. It got me curious.
Good night,
Yeah.
Doggle Ben.
Night.
And she's on a search.
Yeah, it tells you how to do it and pack it in freezer jars or plastic freezer containers.
Okay.
And I guess it says you can do them
So those
whole. You can do them whole, yolks, or whites. You
so
gently
those
mix.
little dang Tupperware things that just put an egg in each one and freeze it.
Hmm. Yeah, because it
Okay.
says basically gently mix the whites without foaming air bubbles. Um, let's see. Gently mix. Oh, okay. Pack eggs in the freezer jars or plastic freezer containers, leaving a half-inch headspace. Seal, label, and freeze. 3 tablespoons whole egg is 1 egg. 2 tablespoons egg white is 1 egg white. So the equivalent for just an egg white would be 2 tablespoons. So
'Cause
if you
I
if
have
you're
freeze dried
freezing,
egg.
yeah, if you're freezing whole eggs, you mix them by putting them through a sieve or colander, and you do the same instructions. And 3 tablespoons of a whole egg is 1 egg frozen.
Okay.
I don't know.
My
I've
kids
never
will
done.
come in and they'll see these ice cube trays and go, "What's in it? Eggs?" Because I'm freezing my eggs all individually.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
you could put 3 tablespoons of egg in each
yeah,
little
because some of
cup.
those ice cube trays, that's exactly what they hold. Because Ace's food is frozen that way.
Mhm.
I make vegetable fruit smoothies for him, and then I just freeze them.
Oh,
A night,
Oh,
Joanna.
good night, Joanna.
I don't think she meant. Did she mean to leave that time, or was that an accident? I don't know.
I because she said she was leaving because her plugger upper needed.
Well, her plugger up might have kicked her off too. Then I reckon.
Yep, she didn't get to the plugger upper in time.
Yeah, I told you I was going to remind you about that.
Mm.
Long while.
Yeah, well, the batting sitting on the kitchen countertop to be trimmed down. I had to take the quilt off of the back of the chair here because I didn't want to Alan because I took the time to press it so nice and neatly.
Mm.
The Minky's on the long arm. Rita, you look so much like my grandmother. She has been gone several years, but watching you reminds me so much of her, says Sup Peeps.
That's how many I've done while we've been here. But they're still spread out all in front of me though. I'm not done.
Joanna says, yeah, I pop her off because I didn't want to have to hold it up. Yeah, when the plugger uppers in those things, you have to hold it in your hand.
Hmm.
We hear that every night.
Yep.
Or they need to make stands to hold the plugger upper and the handheld things.
Oh, you were reading that Sup Peeps comment. I thought you were telling me that you thought I looked like your grandma, but it's not. It's Sup
It,
Peeps
I
over
said,
the chat.
I said, Sub Peeps said that.
Okay, I missed that part.
Joanna, sounds like a song. Oh, the Minky's on the long arm. It's a really pretty blue
Hmm.
Minky. And then when you get to see the dinosaur feet on the back and the front at the same time, I think he's gonna enjoy it because he likes dinosaurs. And he can tell me what all those dinosaurs are, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. It's making me blue. Rita, Ramona, do I ever sleep? Yeah, I do. Usually I sleep pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm tired, Rickens.
Well, they say yawning is just a sign of getting in that extra air for your brain to function more.
Yeah. What?
The other day, I couldn't quit yawning.
Mm-hmm. There, you made me want to yawn. All right, it passed. I thought I was going to yawn. You talking about it?
And Joanna says, now, and it's making me blue. She's singing the song
Oh,
to go with
oh,
the blue minky. Turn off my TV. I hate to see what being she took off in a flash. I wonder if she's out digging something up. She makes my day out there.
Yep. Big time.
my shoulders are getting hard. I'll put that bag up. Got me another one.
I missed the ad. I could have saved 10% on my my fabric the other day.
Hmm.
I looked over at Rita's first and I couldn't find anything that would work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. As Ronnie said when she got her quilt, she says, I'm petting it. Because Austin went to get it from her and she says, I'm petting it. Me alone. Because that's exactly what Minky's like, petting it.
Oh my, I'm getting stiff. I'm gonna have to move around a little bit.
Yeah.
They, Janet, they are from my garden, and this is just part of them. They're not even all picked yet. We picked
I'll
them.
go back up tomorrow and pick some more.
Yeah. But I'll stay in here and can them and tell Terry he's got to go pick the rest of them.
Yeah,
Because I'll
'cause you're
have
doing
these two.
the hard part.
Well, picking them's hard too, but then
It,
that's just the first step though. You got to pick them and do this, and then put them in the jar and can them. So several steps. Joanna's been there and done that. Yeah,
you have to rinse them all off and everything else too, huh?
I'll wash them. Yeah, I'm going to wash them tomorrow. I'm not. They've not washed yet.
Now, do you wash them in salt water?
Uh, no, I probably won't.
Let's say one time, the time I was given Brussels sprouts, no broccoli, they said make sure to wash it in salt water. That was the worst thing I ever did. I will never. I don't eat it anyway.
Now I've washed stuff in vinegar to get the bugs to turn loose, but and salt water would probably do the same thing.
But how much salt water and how many times do you have to rinse them? I was on my fifth rinse and still getting those little buggers to cut loose.
Hmm. I don't know.
Finally, I just cooked and let my husband eat it. I didn't care because I wasn't eating it.
Oh man.
Well, after 5 times, they was still coming off of it. I was beginning to think there was no broccoli in there.
And Janice says I'll have to take y'all to my garden. I did a short video out in the garden before I come on here to do these beans.
Yeah, it just posted up while we're doing the live, though.
But it's just a little short one.
Yeah, he had probably lots of extra protein. I wasn't going to tell him either. I didn't tell him,
Uh,
but he was so proud that he brought that broccoli home for me to cook for him. Mm-mm.
oh, he brought it home to you then.
Yeah, because he was telling this one farmer that he loved broccoli, so they sent him home some so he could have some fresh. That that farmer says you've never had anything like home raised broccoli.
Uh,
and, and then the kids they started sorting out the dead bugs by how many different breeds was in there.
oh
There
my
was
goodness.
I think they had 7 different green bugs came off of them things.
But
And then
I have washed it before, and those little green worms would be in there. You wouldn't
yeah,
see them till they didn't like the vinegar water, and they'd crawl out.
but the kids they just said, oh, when they was sitting there matching bugs together, they said, "Glad Dad's eating it," because they said they wasn't either. I says, "Well, shh, don't tell them," because Casey was 6, so that would make Melinda and Ronnie almost 8, and Melinda 9. And it's like, so we just threw the old ones away and never said a word
Mm-mm.
because they wasn't eating it either.
Janet, I think I've been on here 3 times, but 4 times today. How many times have I been on here today? Been a bunch.
I don't know. Mine's saying plug her upper needed.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
So I have to switch. I have to go to the sewing room. That's where everything's at.
Oh well, nice seeing you in the living room. Now you gotta go back to work.
Uh,
I'm not going back to work. It's like I'm taking the night off. No, I'll probably go outside and pull a weed or two because it's still light out here.
we'll get you all plugged up, and I'll get off here in a few minutes because I think I'm gonna just leave these laying out there on the counter and get back to them early in the morning. I'm not gonna finish them tonight. I'm tired.
It gets yeah, 'cause that's a lot of work for the hands and the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marla wants to know, did you hear how Frances' test
I
went
had
today?
I haven't heard as we were on today. She was going for the test, but I haven't heard. Well, thank
That's
you
an
for being.
MRI, so
Yeah.
She won't find out till what? In a week?
well, it just depends. If they find something, then they seem to get back with you really fast. Whoops! As I almost bucked myself off the chair.
Oh, I see your quilt behind you now. That's pretty.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like,
Look
just
at
think
it.
if I put a light on in this room, you might see it more.
That's pretty. I've not seen it in that stage.
It's pretty. I love
And
the
that's
color.
all the pieces.
I'm gonna send Sandra my purples and let her cut it.
How big is it going to be? Is it going to be very big?
Well, right now it's 60 by 60.
All right.
And it's like, I want it
Sandra did
bigger.
really.
So I'm going to put a border. I might put a little border of green around all of this. And then I got this. This is green. And then put this lavender. This is all from the same company. So it's going to be longer and wider.
All right. It sure is pretty.
And then there's quite a few. Well, because you get these leftover pieces. That fine goose unit up there. This is leftover pieces. So I have 8 of these.
Uh,
And then from the shorter ones, I have 4 of these. So I'm going to use these in borders. My borders are going to be at least this wide.
yeah, that'll be pretty.
2. See, I only have enough to make 2. See, I could make hourglass blocks out of these.
Mm-hmm.
I was showing Carrie that night. I said, you just take 2 blocks and you have an hourglass. So I would have lots of these hourglass blocks.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of things that you can do with the leftovers. That's the leftovers. That's just some of the pieces that are there. And then I have all these pieces left. So I have quite a few things. I can make all sorts of little blocks.
You can
Yeah.
have a box.
Yep, there's Carrie's pinwheel. Look at that center. Your pinwheel's so nice.
That's her bigger pinwheel.
That's one. And there's my big one.
Am I gargling?
Mm-hmm.
I got the. Is it sounding like I'm
This is maple leaf.
Yeah. Sandra's a gargling. I noticed that too, Marla.
like, that means it's a bad connection.
Oh,
Wrong
oh.
mouse.
Well, guys in chat, I think it's time for me to get off here.
Mine.
I'm not going to stay up and finish this. I wouldn't have no energy to do anything tomorrow if I stayed up too late working on
See?
this.
There's her hourglass block.
Oh, yes, that's pretty.
But that isn't what they call it.
No.
But okay, we'll talk to
Okay.
you tomorrow. Probably somewhere out.
Somewhere. I'm going to end the stream. Hang on when we get off here, though. Okay.
Okay, I'll hang on. I
Okay.
can't find my mouse. I packed it somewhere.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. We'll see you
Everybody.
tomorrow. Good night.